from the shadowed foothills of the Alberta Rocky Mountains, where the pines stand silent under star-filled skies, and the peaks hide secrets older than time itself. This is Tommy Temper, After Dark. Good evening, or good morning, wherever the darkness finds you tonight across this vast, strange world of ours. We're coming to you live from a place where the veil is thin, where UFOs drift silently above the tree line, where UAPs blink in and out of radar, where the whispers of aliens, the occult, ghost, Bigfoot, cryptids, and things that should not be still walk among us. This is Tommy Temper, After Dark. And we're just getting started. Welcome, friends. Let's see what's out there. Welcome to the Tommy Temper Show After Dark. I'm Tommy Temper, coming to you live from Sylvan Lake. Of course, we haven't left yet. We're over here having fun, still having fun. Good to see everyone in there. We got Railroaded in there. Hey, looks good. Say hi to Tubbs and Crockett. Okay, will do. Yeah, hope you're all doing well. Yeah, Railroaded in there. Let's see. Got people piling in here. We'll see how it works out here today. We're giving you the After Dark show here tonight, so it's going to be a little bit strange. We're going to be putting on some, aliens, UFOs, stuff like that. Daisy, good to see you. Son Honey in there, good to see you. Excellent. Thanks a lot for popping in. If anyone does come into the stream, hit us with a thumbs up and a sub to the channel. We'd appreciate that. Looking good. Where are we sitting there? 93.06 at the moment there. Still trying to hit that 10,000 mark, but I want to try and do it without going vertical. You know, when you go vertical, you get lots of subs, but in this case, we're on the horizontal, and it's a scary night out there tonight. You can see there's all kind of things flying around out there. It's like, you know, my outside here, you never know what you're going to see. You look up in the sky, and there's UFOs and aliens walking around the neighborhood and all kind of stuff. Yeah, that's what's happening out here. What's the deal? Yeah, first up here, we've got a little bit of a video here from Russia of all places. Get this here, where they apparently captured an alien, and we're going to just show you this little video here. I gave you a little snippet there at the beginning here of the show, but check this out. Check this video out here. Look at this from the archives, from the UFO archives. Look at this. They captured an alien, and it looks like a big-eyed gray. Holy smokes! This thing is scaring the crap out of me here. Wow, Daisy, I think I need to grab a beer on this one here. I don't know if I can sit tight through this one here. They're grabbing him by the mouth there, and he's kind of squirming a little bit there. What's with those silver hot pants he's got on there? That looks kind of weird. But, yeah, coming to us from the top secret Soviet archive footage from all the way back from 1989. Gray alien examined by a scientific team. The entity survived a spacecraft crash near Chelenazbisk in the winter of 1989 and was transferred under guard to the facility number 232. This is the darkest secret between humanity and aliens. Unbelievable footage here tonight. I don't believe it. Edward Cam, look familiar to you there? Have you ever seen one of these? I don't know. Sounds like it actually looks like one of the people that don't show their face on camera. You know what I mean? That hang out over in Catamus Rex's channel. That's who it kind of looks like there. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. I think I need a beer on this one here. I was gonna just drink water. I have my bottle of water here, but I think the show is going to go over a lot better if I've actually got a beer. Yeah, grab a beer out of the fridge there, bring it over here. That way I won't ruin the performance of the show here, you know, because I want to keep things running smoothly. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got a bunch of stuff to show you here along the realm of UFOs and aliens. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Very good. We got ourselves a little Coors here. It's not even the light version. It's a heavy-duty Coors here. There you go. We'll pop her open. I need a sip of this thing already here. Should have thought of this before I started. Actually, I should have had a beer or two watching Kinna there. Holy jeez. Watching Kinna and Steve-O there with Daisy. It was like a drunk fest over there. No, yeah, Kinna, if you're watching, you know, you said that it was my fault that you got injured and locked yourself out and whatever. But I understand now that you think it was my fault for bringing Queenie onto my panel that caused you to do that. Okay, so I see where you get the inference there of it being my fault. I don't know. But anyways, you mentioned that. So, hey, I bring it up as kind of, it's a lore of the internet. You know, I'm not trying to make fun of you or something like that. You know, everyone else is doing a good job of that. I don't need to make fun of you. And Steve-O is like, oh, Tommy Temper is a bad guy, whatever. Yeah, right. I'm one of the nicest guys on the internet since sliced bread, you know what I mean? By the way, I bought that bread maker, so we'll be making some sliced bread here pretty quick. It was not a drunk fest, and I sat down straight, my God. Okay, yeah. No, I wasn't referring to you. I was referring to Steve-O and, you know, Kinna. They seem to be a little bit inebriated there. Yeah. Okay. I know, Edward Cam. I know. Well, don't. Hey, if you have something wrong with you, some sort of an ailment or something like that, don't bring it up on the internet. Just leave it alone. Leave it off of the internet, and so that people don't talk about what's wrong with you. You know what I mean? Like once in a while, I'll say, "Yeah, my blood pressure's going up here because I'm talking about crap and whatever, and I'm gonna take a blood pressure pill, or whatever." Yeah, no, I'm taking these things here. I told you before. I'm taking the zinc and the these things here, the vitamins and whatever crap like that. By the way, I love oil and gas. Like we're like in unison with Texas. We're like the Canadian Texas up here in Alberta, and I love oil and gas. Just to make that 100% clear. And I got some bling in here, by the way, some Alberta bling. I should have actually put my Alberta shirt on, whatever, but I kind of like this white, I'm the rapper. I got the white rapper look here, even though I'm not a rapper, but we got the Tommy Temper bling on here. By the way, I was over riding my golf cart down Lakeshore Drive there today in Sylvan Lake, and I was driving it by the Donaire shop, and who do I see at the Donaire shop? It's Queenie parked in front of the Donaire shop, and she's sitting there in her car, right, her little black Jeep. And I come rolling by in my golf cart, with the music blaring and the, all the flashing lights flashing, because it's a pretty flashy golf cart, with all the bling and stuff on it, and it's got like speakers with, and the night, and it was a little bit dark out too, so the speakers, the bling was going on there, and she spotted me, and she goes, "Oh, Tommy, dummy dumpster, you goof," she yells out of her window at me as I drive by, and I'm going thinking like, Queenie, yeah, right, we know who the goof is there. You're making a fool out of yourself yelling that. And I was going to go back there and go live with her over at the Donaire shop, but it started raining out, and I don't like driving my golf cart when it's raining. So yeah, I headed back home. I whipped her back home there in a little bit of rain, and decided not to get wet there. I don't like to get the golf cart wet. I don't like to drive it in the rain, put it that way. It's sort of a nice day kind of a ride type thing. But I thought that was kind of interesting that Queenie was out there. And Queenie was live today saying that she's changing her ways and she's gonna become a nice person and treat everyone nice and whatever. And the very first thing she does is say, dummy dumpster, you goof. Well, that's not being a nice person. That's not changing your ways. Like if you went to the Samson Cree event, whatever, and they gave you a shout out and you felt, oh, I'm so nice and so great, and that you're gonna become a nice person now. It didn't happen. It's absolutely didn't happen. And you're about as bad as the freaking alien here. You know what I mean? Like, come on. Like, what a turncoat. I could say something else there, but I don't want to get the human rights after me, or I don't want to get the human or the hate speech department after me, and get that knock on the door. I don't want the knock on the door. Oh, FBI, open up! Yeah, I don't want that to happen, so I have to watch what I say here. You know what I mean? Yeah. Free speech. Hey, good to see you there. There's nothing like free speech, I always say. There's nothing like free speech. Oh, it's Steve O. Yeah, I happened to tune in there. I was, what the hell was I doing there? I tuned in there for a second and I heard you talking about me, and I thought, wow, that's pretty interesting there. Thanks a lot for talking to me, by the way. I appreciate that, because when you guys talk about the Tommy Temper over on your channel, it's like giving me a thumbs up that you know, people are interested in what I'm talking about and stuff like that. No, but I absolutely, you know, I want to be friends with Kenna, and you know, I know that I bring that up. Okay, I won't bring it up anymore about the broken window and that stuff, you know. And you know, but she did blame me. She blamed me. But she didn't make it clear that she was blaming me for platforming Queenie. You know what I mean? But don't do that. Don't do that. Don't blame me for platforming anybody. You know what I mean? Like when I have a panel and people come on the panel, Anybody can, you know, click the link and anyone can come up on the panel and anyone can say whatever they want. And if somebody comes on my panel and talks about you, that doesn't incriminate me, you know, and you guys, you keep doing that. Like, you keep blaming the guy that's got the panel instead of the person that's on the panel that's demeaning you or saying crap about you or being, you know, abusive to you. You know what I mean? And that's why I kind of stopped doing those panels, because I didn't like the fact that people were using me and my platform to get on there and say crap like that. Like, it's not nice. It's not nice, you know. And you guys know that I'm such a nice person. I try to hang on. Let me have a sip of beer while I say that. I try to be a nice person. Okay, like I might not be a nice person to you, but what does it take? What does a guy got to do to be a nice person to you? You know what I mean? Like, holy shit. It's like, you know, I bend over backwards, you know, I kiss everyone's ass out there, and, you know, and at the end of the day, I'm like the bad guy. You know, you guys are talking about, you that Tommy Temper, what an asshole, you know, what an idiot. Oh, that guy, yeah, he talks behind their back and stuff like that, you know. No, I don't talk behind anyone's back. I don't say anything negative, so negative that it would be hurtful to you or something like that. You know, I just speak the truth, you know, and I like talking about the lore of the internet, and there's an awful lot of lore on the internet, you know. Yeah, I noticed that Freedom there, what's his handle there now? Free Speech, sorry, not Freedom, but Free Speech 420. He's really in tune with the lore of the internet. He knows what's going on there. I saw what he was commenting there, talking about, you know, all the stuff that had gone on for the last 5 years on the internet. Like, he's not just some Johnny come lately, you know what I mean? Yeah, you know, stuff's happening. And yeah, RV, yeah, I know that through the grapevine you guys are talking about that RV is going to be on the move. I've heard it on the internet. So, you know, one can actually talk about this. That apparently, it's all apparently, as in Academist Rex's channel would say, it's apparently apparent that they're apparently SW and RV are going to be on the move. So yeah, look for that to be happening, because apparently that's an apparent thing that might be apparently happened. just you know, keep that in mind, that it's not 100% true, but it's in the works, and they're talking about it, and even you guys are saying that, SW didn't tell her in her family that it's happening or whatever. I don't know anything about that. I just, you know, read what you guys are saying in the internet, and yeah, it's going to be another one of those, the lore of the internet type things that we're all going to kind of be watching what's happening, because it's like, yeah, we want to know what's happening, you know, and let's all talk about what's happening, you know. Maybe should I have a panel or something like that here tonight? I don't know. I was going to do like an alien special, you know, like this one here, you know, the one where they caught the alien and they're examining it over in Russia there. Yeah. Those aliens, those gray aliens, look out for them, because you know what? This one here crash landed, and you know, us humans, you know, have it under control there, and whatever. But when you are visited by an alien tonight, and they zoom you up into that UFO, they will probe you. You know, they will absolutely probe you. So you know, be aware of that. To be really careful of getting probed by an alien tonight. You know, you're gonna go to sleep going, Tommy Temper said I'm gonna get probed. Oh, Tommy Temper said I'm going to get probed. Oh, yeah. And you're going to be sleeping like that, you know, and like, holy shit, you're going to have a bad sleep there tonight. You're going to be waking up in the middle of the night. Whoa, what was that? You know, holy shit. Oh, man, what the hell was that? Anyways, there. But anyways, yeah, it could happen to you. So just be on the lookout for that, you know, that doesn't happen to you, because I always worry about that myself, you know, that I might get abducted by a UFO and get, you know, taken up, zoomed up into the spacecraft there. Where's a zoomed up into the spacecraft and get probed at the very end there. Yeah, it could happen to you, I know. These things happen. Oh no. Oh. I thought I got a text message by somebody, but it was just somebody at the front door. Oh, wow. Okay, let's dig into the archives here and see what the hell is going on here. Here's a couple of good UFO, UAP little bits here, little ditties for you. Here's the fifth tranche of UFO videos released by the government. This is by the government, so let's watch this bit here. And these are kind of weird, these UFOs. I'll just drop the screen down a little bit here so you can see it. This one here looks like kind of a box UFO. Let's watch this little bit here. From the archives, just dropped by the U.S. government. Let's check them out. Okay, drop that audio. Check them out here. Look at that one. These ones are all videoed by the U.S. government, and they're under the classification. Well, actually, they're declassified now, but the classification of UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomenon. And looks like some of the stuff is taken on by aircraft, because they lock onto it and then they can track it. They've got that technology in those airplanes. But it's a variety of different shots of different UFOs, of different things that they've spotted. And yeah, there's a bunch of them. And there's one of them going across a ship there. We'll just watch it again here. But this is the very latest drop of unidentified things. And they don't look like drones, that's for sure. They look like blocks or something, you know, Roblox or something. It looks like a Roblox, flying Roblox. Oh my God. What the hell is it? Well, you're watching it the same as I am, so you make your decision along with me here as to what it is there exactly. I don't know what the hell it is. Steve O, do you know what that is there? I don't know. Some kind of a UFO. Hey, but that's what the show is about here tonight. It's Tommy Temper After Dark, and we're going to be concentrating today on UFOs, UAPs, aliens, and things that are kind of weird out there. So, you know, I don't even know what I'm going to be showing you tonight, okay? Because this is all elbows up, off the cuff. You know, just it's going to happen. Whatever I show you is what I'm going to show you. And this is all stuff that's never been seen before on the Tommy Temper Show, that is. But, you know, it's stuff that's like weird and unbelievable. Let's check out this next clip here. Breaking. What in the world is this? The Pentagon releases a fourth batch of UFO documents and videos. This is the fourth batch. The video is the clearest of them all, shows large two-tiered structure. The United States North Command submitted a report from an infrared sensor aboard a U.S. military, I don't know what, plane, I guess. Let's watch this one here. Check it out. Look at that. What the hell was that? What is that thing? Hang on. Let me just stop that for a second. What is that thing? It's like weird. That's the weirdest thing. If that's some kind of a UFO, that has got to be one of the weirdest UFOs ever. because it looks like something even weirder than what you see on those science fiction movies. You know, again, this comes from the American government, right? So you know, if the government is supplying this kind of thing here to the public, that they recorded this and they go, you know, they go like, oh, I don't know what the hell that is. It could be anything, but yeah, that's got to be one of the weirdest UFOs ever. Let's watch this whole thing here in real time. They caught it, and it was apparently flying around. How the hell can something like that even fly? Looks like some sort of an interdimensional object that is like in our atmosphere, and we're able to capture it now, but where does it go? Why don't we see something like that? Why is it that they saw something like that? Is it something that came into the third dimension from some other dimension? Weird. It's freaking strange. Look out for that. That's what's going to probe you tonight. It's going to suck you up into its guts there and do a probe on you there. That looks like the kind of a UFO that would probe you. Absolutely. And that's pretty weird that this thing is so long. This video is so long. Looks like it was shot from an aircraft or something there. That's like pretty weird. Strange. What do you think of that one? What do you think of that thing there? That's just weird. Chat, what do you think of that? Tommy suffers from what? Tuberdermis. I suffer from burpovia or something. It's a condition that makes you look like a potato. Yeah, right. Thanks a lot. Oh, hang on. Oh, it's a phone call coming in. Stand by. I gotta mute the mic here. Okay, stand by. Yeah, it never fails that, you know, like no phone calls all day, nothing. And then I go live and then all of a sudden I get a phone call. Yeah, okay. Anyways, I was reading the chat. That's what I was doing. Yeah, Edward Cam is trying to... Edward Cam, you know, you're batting for a ban on the channel. You know that I banned a lot of people from Catamus Rex's channel on here, and by rights I probably should have banned you and Sandy Foster and a few more people that come over here from her channel, like I said I was going to, but you're skating on thin ice, my friend. You're skating on thin ice. The last thing that you do is disrespect the channel owner, okay? The host, you know, I don't like the channel owner, but I'll say the host. Never disrespect the host of a channel, okay? Be nice to the host, because you're looking for a timeout or something like that. The lore of Jazzy. Hey, good to see you, Jazzy Jambalaya. Oh, DOA. Yeah, talking about the lore of the internet there. Holy shit. They're filing in here like crazy. Thanks a lot, everyone, for tuning in, being a friend of the channel. Good to see everyone in here. Yeah, everyone is spiraling their free speech. It's a big, long spiral. That's how the whole internet works here. It was a wild rush of a dump. Yeah, exactly. Christopher ATX. What's he got to say here? Thank you, Steve-O, for saying something earlier. Kinna did block me for no reason except that RV told you to. Hey, tell Kenna to unblock everyone and start fresh. Maybe that's what she needs to do. Sounds like Kenna has a lot of people blocked. Just like I'm beginning to have a lot of people blocked on my channel. But you know what? You know what I find? When you block people, they absolutely watch you every time you go live when you block them, because they're pissed off at you and they want to find out what you're doing, right? So, it actually causes more controversy and stuff like that when you actually block people. And then they run over to another channel and then they talk about how, oh, Tommy Temper blocked me and he's an asshole. And by the way, his name is blah, blah, blah. Docs, you know. Yeah, I know you guys are doing that. You're thinking about doing that. Yeah, that's what's going on there. Oh, look there's Charlie Osho is in there. Wow. Charlie, I thought I blocked you. Maybe I unblocked you. Maybe I unblocked you because you're a doxer, all right, but not as bad as some of the other ones there. Some of the other guys are a little bit worse. And you guys are going, yeah, but I saw your name on the internet. Okay, yeah, okay, big deal. But, I like to be anonymous, right? I don't like people to put my personal stuff on the internet so that some new guy that doesn't know who I am ends up phoning the RCMP, and then I end up getting swatted over here in the middle of nowhere, right? So, yeah, that kind of stuff might happen. You never know. Let me have a sip of beer here. Stand by. Anyways, the weird UFO, I don't know what the hell that thing is. I have absolutely no idea. It's just plain strange. Absolutely strange. What else do we know about it here? United States Northern Command submitted a report from an infrared sensor aboard a U.S. military platform in 2020. So it's fairly new. An accompanying range Fowler debrief followed with it. So it was even debriefed about this whole thing. This was actually pretty big in the U.S. military. Had a debriefing, and they wasted a bunch of time and money and everything else on discussing whatever the hell this thing was here. And it just freaked them out, I guess. So, yeah, but eventually... just lately, they with the I don't know what was it, the 4th or something like that, drop of stuff from the U.S. military. They dropped that one. Okay, let's move on to the next one here. Let's see what else we have here. The Informant. We've got more files and stuff on here. Let's see what else we got here. We've got this one here, which is kind of weird. It's kind of big. It's kind of strange. Let me just see if I can move the sides of it to where we can see it. It's like a strange thing. And it shows some kind of UFOs floating around here. Let me move it into a screen that we can all see it here. Here we go. Check this out. Watch this video. Watch for UFOs flying on this one here, on this screen. I'll play it a couple of times here so we'll be able to watch and see what the hell is going on here. They're scanning around. Notice this. It looks like an airplane or something like this that's scanning around looking for something. What are they looking for? What is it? There it is. There it is. That white dot. See that white dot moving along there? Now watch for something else zooming across the screen here, because that looks like a white orb doing its thing there, dropping down. And you can see the houses and stuff down below there, so this is up quite high. Tracking that orb as it passes around there. It's a UAP, an unidentified aerial phenomena. Down in the corner of the screen there, and weird. This is dropped by the U.S. government. Okay, so that was one there. Let's see another one here. See what else we have here. Here's a black and white one. There, you can see a little black orb right there. They've got it on the screen there. They're going to try and get that thing centered there. Again, some kind of a Roblox, flying Roblox or something. Looking pretty strange. Very strange. The Pentagon released 41 more UFO files on August the 7th. It's fifth batch this year, spanning documents, images, and videos from the Pentagon, FBI, CIA, State Department, and even the Executive Office of the President. The records run from 1950 to 1926 and were posted to the government's UAP site, war.gov/UFO, via the Pursue the disclosure system, PURSUE. The release stems from an executive order Trump signed in January, directing agencies to declassify UFO records. Among the material, an FBI account of a 500-foot silent triangle reported over Bagram, Afghanistan in 2002. And 6 videos of a single 2021 encounter over the Gulf of Oman by Special Operations Forces aboard an AC-130J gunship. Cell phone clips of sensor screens. The honest framing matters here. The Pentagon labels these unresolved cases, meaning the government couldn't reach a determination. Not that the objects are non-human. Across all 5 releases, none has confirmed extraterrestrial life, and skeptics note much of the material is ambiguous or explainable as camera artifacts, balloons, or debris. The AARQ reaffirmed in 2024 it found no evidence of alien life. So they're not saying that any of this stuff has anything to do with any kind of an alien. It's just weird. It's just crap. It might be, like, oh, that's a speck. That could be a fly on the lens of the camera. A bit of debris. You don't know what it could be. Context is worth noting. The real story is transparency. That's right. Decades of once classified records being opened to the public is what this is all about. And that the value on its own terms, regardless of whatever the files show, anything extraordinary, UFO files, is not the same as proof of aliens. So, yeah, they're not releasing this stuff and going, oh, look, an alien. No, they're saying, we don't know what the hell this is. That's what they're saying. You figure it out. You decide what it is. We've declassified this. This is stuff that we've captured. And hey, Trump is like, yeah, you guys need to see what this stuff is. So, we'll classify it as being, that's what's going to suck you up into the ship there later tonight and probe you. Okay, so watch for this thing flying by your house there tonight, because it's on its way, and the U.S. government is actually photographed it, and we all know that it's out there. And whether it's a UFO that's from another planet, or whether this is something from, I don't know, Area 51 or whatever. Nobody knows. Nobody's saying. Nobody knows for sure. But the U.S. government is not saying that this has anything whatsoever to do with some sort of an extraterrestrial alien or something like that. It's just, we don't know what the hell it is. It's just stuff that's flying up there, and we photographed it, we videoed it, and hey, here it is. So you make the decision. It's unidentified, right? That's where they're leaving it, right there. Next up, check this one out. There you go, right across the screen. You see that white streak across the screen there. That was something. They don't know what it is. They don't know what it was. There it is again, another shot of it. It's not a meteor or something like that. Seems to be going horizontal to the Earth's surface. But could it be a meteor or something? It does have a tail to it. You can see a tail. It's white. It's a white streak across the sky. You can see it about 1/4 of the way down on the screen there, right under where I'm sitting up here. It almost hit me as it went across there. And yeah, I don't know what the hell that is, to be honest with you. It's something weird. It's almost like what's flying behind me as I'm sitting here in my studio. If you look close, there's things that are streaking across the sky here behind me. And I don't know what they are. I might be getting abducted and probed sometime here later myself. You know, you never know. So, yeah, I'm feeling a little bit like I better be getting ready for it. How do you get ready for a probe? Anyone know? You guys in the chat would know that. So I'll leave it for you to comment on that. Let's look at another one here. This one here is the black dot. Oh, did you see that one? It was flying right across the screen there. It scared the guy that was doing the video. He's getting pretty scared there. There it is. There it is. He's zooming in on it now. It's hard to focus in on it there. Well, not focus, but, you know, get it in frame there. But he's got it in frame there, and it's the elusive black dot from hell. And, yeah, could be some kind of UFO. I don't know. Who knows what the hell this stuff is? I don't know. Could be anything. Could be a speck of dirt on his camera, as they've said that it might be. So could be. It's definitely not artificial intelligence because it's, you know, it's from the government, and of course the government would never use AI or anything like that to fake something like this. So yeah, I don't know what it is, but anyways, that's it for that group of clips there, which is we'll file all that stuff under the elusive black dirt on the camera lens type thing. We'll go with that. What's this one here? Okay, we don't know what this one is. This is like pretty strange video here. Hang on, let me get it in here. Oh, this, I've seen this one before. Yeah, exactly. Here we go. There's the UFOs landed. It's a, oh no, look, watch out. It's a praying mantis, a UFO alien. Holy shit. Hey, you guys, watch out. It's gonna come there and get ya. He's gonna get ya. The mantids. They're called the mantids, M-A-N-T-I-D-S, from the secret archives tonight. The phenomena is real. If they are really like this, it is better not to meet them. You do not want to meet the mantids because, yeah, if that's what's up in the aircraft that's going to suck you up there and probe you, you better watch out. Yikes. Yeah, you'll be dreaming about that one there tonight, the mantid, as it comes to get you. Oh my gosh, that's craziness out there. Okay, what else we got out here? We've got this report coming in. We got reports coming in like crazy. Let me just put this in here so we can see this guy here. And let's listen to what the story is about here. Stand by. From Fox News, we'll bring you in this story. Hang on.
Like I said in my presser on Tuesday, I did get access to crash retrieval photos and everything, so I've seen the recovered vehicles and everything. So I would say that's probably the most stupendous thing, earth-shattering thing that, you know, changed my worldview when I got access to some of that years ago. And I do hope the administration, and I think they will, release that information in a further drop.
David, I gotta just jump in real quick there and give you a chance to talk about these crash site vehicles, because you got the hair on my wrist standing up. Just real quickly, I don't want to filibuster Joey here, but I'm very into this.
You got it.
Tell me about these crash sites that you've seen personally.
Yeah, a lot of them looked like what we saw. Some of the reporting dropped on Friday. There was a 1948 memo from the Chief of Naval Operations that discussed the flying disc pandemic that they were having, and they were enlisting help of the Air Force Intelligence Service. A lot of it was lenticular discs. Some was crescent moon shaped. I call it the flattened sunfish. There's a bunch of different morphologies that the U.S. government has recovered, from eggs to discs to crescent moon, boomerang type vehicles. And I got a small smattering sample of that, of ones that have, landed or crashed on the surface of the Earth.
Wow. That's crazy. He's actually got some evidence of stuff like that going on there. Wow. That's pretty good. I'd like to see that. I'd like to see that myself. But, all we have is whatever we can come up with on the internet, stuff like this here. Look out tonight. They're coming for you. Steve-O, Kiana, RV, SW. They're coming for you. Look out for them. Yeah. Looking bad. Looking terrible out there. Partabanza. Yeah, where's Fry TV? Where's Fry? Dean Wall. Dean Wall. My good friend. Yes. You guys have it figured out there. I know. I'm on multiple platforms, so I can see you guys typing over there. We know what's going on. Be nice, okay? You guys need to learn how to just plain be nice to people. Just be nice, be kind. Like me. I try not to run people down, or do things that are terrible to people or make fun of people. When you were a child in probably grade 4, grade 5, grade 6, you probably made fun of people and did stuff like that. But at some point in your life, don't you grow up to where you go, I think I'm an adult now, and maybe I'll stop playing childish games. So come on, you guys. Get out of it. Get out of it already. Move on to the next phase of your life. But no, I understand. It's fun for you guys to make fun of people and whatever, and put people down. So we understand. We understand where it's coming from. Let me bring this one up here. I don't know. I'm just trying to see on this video here. I'm just running it in the background here to see what the hell it is that this guy actually sees here. I don't know what it is, but it's kind of strange here. Hang on. He sees some kind of a UFO. Oh, I know what it is. It's the cloud. He sees a cloud. But it's what do you call this kind of a cloud that looks like this here? Just look at what he actually ends up capturing here. Is it? Do you call it some kind of a lentil? Lentil. It's a Jewish cloud. There, right there, right there. There. And he thinks that's a UFO. That's not a UFO. That's just some kind of a cloud up there that looks like a UFO. But it does look kind of neat, though. I will give him credit for that.
Good morning.
He's got a good video there of the lenticular type of a cloud or something there. Where, stuff like that does happen. Let's keep going here. See what else we can come up with here. Some people think that UFOs are under the ocean, stuff like that. So there's this stuff coming to us from under the ocean. Are they flying? You see these things where the UFO splashes into the ocean and goes down underneath the ocean. So this here is a chilling encounter. I don't know if this is real or not. Could be AI or whatever. You never know with any of this stuff these days. A chilling encounter leaves investigators searching for answers as mysterious beings emerge from the darkness under the ocean. I almost burped in the middle of that one. Oh, there you go. But that's pretty weird looking. Strange stuff under the ocean. Is that where the UFOs are hiding? Is that why we never see them like landing on the land? The only time that they ever land on the land is when they crash land. They crash, right? Otherwise, it seems like they're like going into the ocean. So maybe UFOs are actually, are stationed somewhere under the ocean and doing their thing down there. And maybe the aliens themselves, can actually, you notice that the Greys, apparently they don't have a nose or they don't have nostrils or whatever. So maybe they're able to breathe oxygen or something under the ocean, or who knows? Maybe they live on carbon dioxide even or something. Maybe they don't need oxygen. I don't know. You can think of all those kind of things like that. Yep. Hey, thanks a lot for that super chat. We got that super chat coming in from Scott Free Freedom. Thanks a lot for that super chat. Do appreciate that. And everyone go and check out Scotty's channel there. He does a really good panel show over there and that kind of stuff. He's a great supporter of our channel. He's actually super chatted over here a number of times. So appreciate that. Scott Free Freedom in the house. Check out his channel @Scott Free 187 to find out what's going on there. He always has a good group of people on the panel chatting about almost anything. So check out his panel show, and he operates damn near 24/7. Anytime I turn my computer on, he's live doing his thing there on both vertical and horizontal. So check him out there. Scott Free at Freedom 18777 is where you can find him as well in the chat there. Good to see you in there, bro. Looking good. That's the underwater clip that I've got there for you. Let's see if we can see or find anything else here that looks pretty good here. This is real footage apparently here, this next one here, but it's kind of strange here. Let me just get it into a window that it will actually fit here where we can see this. Hang on a bit here. This is footage. This is like really hard to see. But apparently it's allegedly, right? Well, this is troll language here. This is alleged video of the inside of a UFO from an abductee. So this is what you'd see just before you get probed, right, by an alien. But it's not clear footage. It's like pretty blurred out here. So I don't know if we can actually see anything or see what the hell this is that's going on here. But this is actual footage. Not fake, but real footage taken by a man who is abducted by aliens using his smartphone to film the interior of a UFO. Inside the UFO, the combination of anti-gravity and strong electromagnetic waves distort the sorts of space, making it feel like another world. And that's why his video is looking kind of fried up a little bit, because of all of the anti-gravity electromagnetic stuff that's going on there that's messing up his cell phone. But check out the video. Check it out. Holy shit. Yeah, right. That's exactly what he's going to be saying after he gets probed. Okay, so is that inside the spacecraft? And what's that flashing thing there? They do say that at the very middle of the spacecraft, you've got the anti-gravity propulsion system. So maybe that's what we see flashing there in the middle of the screen there. I don't know. It looks pretty strange, but that's apparently what this is. It looks like it's something outside, but that's taken from inside of a UFO. And that's the anti-gravity system there that you can see flashing. That's pretty strange. Pretty weird. I don't know. Is it real? I'm not going to guess on anything here. And by the way, anything and everything that I'm showing you here is potentially fake, it could be AI, it could be whatever. So don't give my channel a strike for misinformation, going, oh, that's not a real UFO. Misinformation. This could all be fake. It could all be fake, but it could all be real, or some of it could be real. You never know. But that could be the only video in existence of the inside of a UFO just before the dude got probed. This stuff is absolutely real, 100% not real. Sorry I said that. I don't want to get misinformation. And by the way, I've gotten many misinformation strikes on YouTube, and when that happens, you can't stream for about 10 days. So I know what it's like. I've had misinformation on COVID, misinformation on Trump winning some election, and all kind of different strikes. And every single time that it's happened, it's been somebody else on my channel saying that crap. It wasn't me that said it. You know what I mean? It's not me. Not happening. But thanks a lot for that super chat coming in there. We do appreciate that. From Scott Free Freedom, Scott Free 187. Go check out his channel, absolutely, for sure. And he's one of the best guys out there doing some panel type shows, and we do enjoy going over there and watching that. Hey, we got Michael coming in there. Michael Roberts in the chat there. Let's see who else is in the chat here. We got Scott Freedom in there. Let me just see who else we can see. Partibonzi in there. Becky is in there. Hey, Becky. Nice to see you in there. We got Thay Cops in there. Thay in there. Hey, good to see you. And let's see. Betty is in there. Christopher is in there. The lore of Jazzy is popping in there. We got Pam in there. And let's see, a couple of bots in there. Steve O popped in there. Good to see you there, Steve O, by the way. John Paul is in there. Hey, John. Nice to see you. Jen Delon in there, too. Thanks a lot there, Jen, for those super chats there. Yeah, sorry that people are taking what you say and screwing you over there. I know exactly what it's like, because people will make fun of me and do stuff with me and post stuff with me over on other channels. There's Sun Honey Studio in there, Daisy in there. Got Leo Tussily is in there. We got Johnny Padosa in there. Nice to see you. Who else is in there? And Railroaded, of course. Yeah. So we got lots of people that popped in here to say hi to us. Do appreciate everyone's company. And let's keep going here and just see the After Dark, what actually is out there after dark. I know there's lots of other stuff going on here. This is a pretty weird one here. Somebody saw this one. This is a tall white entering a UFO. This is one of the more strange ones that I've actually seen here. He's entering the UFO. And let's watch this here. Check this out. Watch close. See that door opens up on the side there on the bottom right. And watch the alien enter the UFO. A tall white alien enters the UFO sighting here. Watch what's going on here. Right there. See him going into that opening there? What the hell? It's like the guy's flying in there. And then the UFO takes off with him in there. Like, that's a pretty strange one there. The alien actually looks like kind of a ghost or something like that as he flies in there. That's pretty damn strange. Some of this stuff here I've absolutely... By the way, I have not seen this footage that we're looking at here, so I'm watching it live with you, at the same time as we pull it off of the internet here. So this is some of the latest stuff posted on the internet regarding UFOs and stuff like that. So, yeah, pretty strange stuff, I will agree. Very strange. And here's one here that check this one out here. I think this is what they actually saw. This is a blow up of the orb. Here's some kind of a blue orb that was spotted. Looks pretty strange. Let me see if we can see another shot of it here. Here we go. There it is. on the ground. It's at an airport. There's the orb again here. This is a shot of it there. And let's see if we can pull up any other information on it here. Here we go. Here's a video of it from the airport before it landed. That's what it looks like there when it was high up in the air. So yeah, that's strange. It's the blue orb, the old blue orb UFO or UAP. Yeah, they changed the name of it now. It's not UFO, UAP. And this one here is Steve-O being picked up by a UFO. Steve-O, I don't know where they got this video from, but this is Steve-O on the UFO. Steve-O, what the hell are you doing on that UFO? But yeah, that one there supplied by Kinna. Thank you very much, Kinna, for supplying that one of Steve-O on the UFO. Looking good. Well, hey, the next time you do something like that, Steve, make sure you put some clothes on because, you know, geez, doing the thing naked there. Oh, actually, I better not show that because, yeah, that might give me a strike there. Showing Steve not wearing it in his birthday suit there. Oh, man, you can't make this shit up. Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, right. Charlie, be nice. I'm gonna ban you on every channel that I have there. I'll make sure that I do that because I know what you guys are up to there. Yeah. But anyways, Steve-O. Steve, by the way, it was just a joke. It was just a joke. I was making fun. It wasn't real. That wasn't you, Steve. Honestly, it wasn't you. I don't know who it was, but it was somebody that you guys know. You guys can figure out who that might have been. But yeah, let's see what else is going on here. We need more alien stuff on here. Scaria here for nighttime viewing. Here's one here. Here's the alien. Here's the alien video here.
No mames, ¿qué hacen? Ay, no mames, vete a la verga, güey. ¿Qué es esa mamá? Esa mamá está más grande. ¿Qué es esa mamá? Está más grandota, está más grande. Se está moviendo. ¡Ey, se está moviendo! Sácate a la verga. Estos güeyes. No mames, ¿qué hacen? ¡Ey, ay, no mames, vete a la verga, güey. ¿Qué es esa mamá? Esa mamá está más grande. ¿Qué es esa mamá? Está más grandota, está más grande. Se está moviendo. ¡Ey, se está moviendo! Sácate a la...
Okay, hang on. Let me get this in stop motion here so we can kind of see exactly what's going on here. Apparently, it looks like there's a head of one UFO there you can see, and then, or not UFO, of an alien, and then there you can see another head kind of pops up there, kind of blurry because dude is shaking the camera a little bit there. But it looks like there's two aliens there that are kind of popping their head up from behind whatever the dirt or whatever they are there. And then the guy kind of goes berserk with his camera.
No mames, vete a la verga, güey. ¿Qué es esa mamá? Esa mamá está más grande. ¿Qué es esa mamá? Está más grandota, está más grande.
I don't know what language that is. In fact, the guys sound like they're speaking some alien language that are doing the video.
Sácate a la verga.
Yeah. What the hell that is, I don't know. Yeah, that's, yeah, absolutely, positively, allegedly an alien. We'll use allegedly here today because that seems to be a very popular terminology these days. Very, very popular. Okay, here's another one here. Check this one out here. This is actually pretty good. This comes to us from the Russian military. A helicopter captured a UFO over Sakhalin, Russia. UFOs have often approached helicopters, apparently. This UFO has a propulsion device on its back, and it's glowing. So check that out in this video here. See if you can see that propulsion system there, and it's kind of glowing. Is it really glowing, or is it just kind kind of silver, and it's reflecting sunlight off of the sun or something like that. And I don't know that I can see some kind of propulsion system there, but hey, that's what the video says. So yeah, but it looks like it's not a cigar-shaped UFOs. It's a disc. It's a flying disc, but it doesn't have a bubble on the top or a bubble on the bottom at all. It looks like more like a frisbee, you know, like a full frisbee with a bottom on it there. It's definitely, you know, covered on the top, covered on the bottom, and it looks silver in color. And it's actually, it looks pretty realistic, you know, and it doesn't look like fake AI because it's something that's, you know, apparently it was captured March the 9th, 2023. So it is fairly recent, probably by somebody's cell phone or something like that. Usually stuff that's fake, you know, it looks way too realistic, you know, but yeah, who knows what it is. But it is a pretty good, you know, depiction of a UFO. I will give them credit for that. But I don't know that, you know, is like it says here. It has a propulsion device on its back and it's glowing. I don't know that it's glowing. I think it's just reflecting the sunlight. In fact, you can see the sunlight reflecting off of the guy's camera. So it's a bright, sunny day when he's actually doing the video. And I don't know that you can actually see the propulsion system. Something looks kind of black at the very back of it there. Right beside where it's where the reflection is happening. You can see something black in there, which looks pretty strange. Hang on. Let me see if I can stop it here. Hang on. Stop frame here as it gets a little bit closer right in here. There. We can see a better shot of it there. I think that's the reflection of the sun off of the back there. But there is kind of a black area on the back of it there. But can you really tell where's the back and where's the front? It looks like a disc, you know. So I don't know. I'll leave it to you to make the decision on that one there as to exactly what the hell's going on there. Arnold Jackson. Hey, good to see you there, Arnold. Thanks a lot for popping in to the show. You're watching the Tommy Temper Show coming to you live from Sylvan Lake. And this is the After Dark edition, where we've got things flying in the air. We don't know what they are. They're UFOs, UAPs, there's aliens and all kind of stuff. Who knows? We might see an alien pop its head in the screen behind me there. You never know. Whoa, we've got all kind of orbs and all kind of stuff flying around right outside here where I am. By the way, this camera that you're seeing is actually live. We're live on location, coming to you live from Sylvan Lake, Alberta. So what you see behind me is potentially something that is flying in the ether, coming to us from the fourth dimension or something like that. So yeah, keep your eye on the screen behind me. Anything could be happening. Okay, this next one here is a passenger plane pilot photographed a UFO ahead of him. Okay, ahead of him. The UFO descended into the clouds to avoid the passenger plane's path. This was a considerate gesture on the part of the aliens. Aw, isn't that nice? Yeah, I like aliens that are like considerate. You know, we all love those considerate aliens, don't we? They're pretty cool. Okay, anyways, check this one out here. Here it is. There's the alien spacecraft right there. It looks like look at it actually tilts. Did you see that? It, you know, there it looks like it's flat, like a dish flat, and watch as it goes into the cloud, it tilts. Watch this tilt here happen as it, you know, goes into the cloud to avoid the airplane, to get away from the airplane. It must have spotted the airplane, sees the airplane coming towards it, and then does a maneuver into the cloud. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. That comes to us from Nagakura Moriteru from Japan. Is that a Japanese airplane or something there? I don't know. I don't know where you got that footage from, but hey, that's a pretty cool shot of the UFO doing a maneuver to avoid the airplane. Wow, we've got some great footage for you guys here today. We should have more people watching, you know what I mean? Like, come on. we've got about 31 people watching here at the moment on the different platforms here. We do appreciate you wherever you might be watching, whether it be on Facebook, on X, on Twitch, on Kick, or on YouTube. We do appreciate your company. Thanks a lot as we rifle through the latest UFOs, UAPs, things like that have been spotted out there in the real world. Let's check out this one here. This one says, "This isn't science fiction. It's a real scientific paper that's now making headlines around the world. Researchers from Ukraine's main astronomical observatory have published a controversial, non-peer-reviewed study based on 2025 high-speed lunar observations." So this one here is they're looking at the moon, and these are some of the things that they have seen crossing the moon. So check it out. You think that the moon is sliced cheese or whatever? No, it's not. It's made of dust. The surface is dust, so you can see where the craters are from the meteors and stuff like that. And these are some of the objects that have been videoed going across the moon. And yeah, nobody knows what these things are. Could be man-made, could be some kind of satellites or something, could be I don't know, rockets or who knows what coming from different countries. But yeah, these videos were taken while videoing the moon. And yeah, we are lucky enough to see them here on the Tommy Temper Show. So thanks a lot, you guys, for watching the show here. I'm just going over some of this stuff here. And yeah, big ticket item here. Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, a bread machine. Yeah, Dean Wall, thanks a lot for watching. I appreciate you watching the show. You're such a good person there for, you know, watching what's going on and keeping track of what's happening. Appreciate that. Appreciate the comments there, too. It's nice. We need people watching on all the different platforms there. Okay, here's another one here. Speaking of the moon, here's another moon video. And again, we've got stuff happening there right on the moon. Let's check this one out here. There you can see we got some arrows pointing at where they are. Very difficult to see this on live video, but you can see what the items are there. Spotted around the moon, by the moon. Check it out. Something out there. There you can see that you got shadows on the moon there as they go across the surface of the moon. What is that? The moon has very little gravity, So, you know, you can't say, well, that's some sort of junk rock or something, you know, circling the moon or something like that. I don't know what the hell that is. It seems to be moving fairly slow. So who knows? Some sort of a device that has its own propulsion. Two of them there. By the moon. Wow, that's pretty cool. We're liking it. But we don't know what we're liking it to. What the hell is doing stuff like that? How can it be circling the moon like that? What is it? You know? Like, you wouldn't think that objects circle the moon that has, like I say, very little gravity on the moon. So it could be almost anything. Barbara Walters in the house. Hey, Barbara. Good to see you. Arnold Jackson in there as well. Thanks a lot for popping in here to see what the hell's going on. We're just showing you the latest of the greatest of footage, alien footage. Could be alien stuff. It could be stuff relating to UFOs. Yeah, a little bit of everything here. It's kind of a hodgepodge of a bunch of different stuff on the internet. And yeah, we've got this one here. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. Actually, I was wrong when I said grays don't have nostrils. When we were looking at the under ocean, they do have nose. They do have nose nostrils there. This is a gray. This is a typical gray. Yeah, you'll be dreaming about this when you go to sleep tonight. You know, when you think about getting probed later tonight, this is who's going to probe you. Oh my gosh. You're in trouble now. Yeah, close your eyes. Don't watch this. Don't watch this. This is not for you. This is not for adults to watch here. This is for only Tommy Temper here. I'm the only one that can really watch this and not affect my mentality. You know, some of you guys out there, this will absolutely affect your mental well-being. You will not get a good night's sleep. You will be dreaming about this later tonight. You will be thinking about getting probed by this alien. And honest to God, yeah, when you get zapped up into the UFO, this guy here will be having fun with you tonight. You know that. You know that. And what you dream about actually happens. So whatever you do, don't dream about this kind of stuff. I know that you will dream about this stuff. Dream about this stuff. Dream about this stuff. Dream about this stuff. No, you're not. Yeah, don't listen to me. Don't listen. Don't listen to Tommy. Whatever you do, don't listen to me. You know, don't listen to me because, yeah, just saying. I wouldn't want you to get scared tonight. Oh no! Look here, UFO with aliens caught on camera. Our UFOs real. The shocking footage shows a UFO with what appears to be aliens aboard. Could this be the ultimate proof we've been searching for? I don't know. It could be. Very much could be. Let's watch this clip here and find out whether or not aliens are actually for real. Stand by with this one here. We'll rewind it and play it from the beginning here. Yeah, this clip here is apparently it's some restaurant or something, and a UFO lands. Watch carefully. Run! What the hell is it? Seems like a normal day. Seems like a normal day. Hang on, let me turn that music off there. Oh, it looks like it's a ship or something. They're on a ship when it actually occurs. Oh, look, I can see something way off into the distance there. See that? Near the top of the screen. Is that the UFO coming in there that scares everybody? Can see a little something there. Looks like it's getting closer. A little bit blurry footage there, but yeah, look at it. It's getting closer. Start scaring the people. They should be saying, "What the hell is it? What is that? That down there looks like a UFO." We look pretty calm, actually. Yeah, just another day. Oh, it's not a boat. Can't be a boat. It's got some trees on it there, so it's some kind of an island. And they have is that an alien? Look, that's an alien. The guy walks up to the alien. What? What the hell? Who in their right mind would bow down like that to an alien? The alien is like touching his nose or something like that. Looks like the alien has a helmet on. It's got a big head compared to its small body. That is pretty strange. Pretty strange. And then maybe the guy was like under some kind of a trance or something. Could be a trance. It was a trance. And everybody else was like looking at the UFO. What happened to the alien? The alien's gone. Alien disappeared. And the guy is like walking away like he's zombieized or something. And there's the UFO over there. So what? Did the alien just kind of materialize in that little spot there? What's the dude doing there? like sitting there on his cell phone or something. Hello. I just talked to an alien. Spanish. You speak in Spanish. Siempre en domingo. I just saw an alien. Yeah, okay. If you understand that. But yeah, you were kind of weird when that happened. Remember, I'm watching this with you in real time. I've never seen any of these videos before. And then all of a sudden, boom, the thing comes closer. And then we see that footage where everyone vamooses like in real time there, like really, really quickly. And now we've got a great shot of it. And then it flies away finally as the guy looks at it. I'm gonna go with yeah. Oh, and then he gets abducted at the very end there. Holy crap. I'm gonna go with yeah. That's pretty tough to stomach that, like there was so many different elements in that whole thing that it had to be faked. I'm going to go with that one as fake, okay? I'm not going to believe that one because A, we saw the UFO up in the sky, then we saw the UFO down on the ground, then we saw the guy walking up to it, then we saw the alien touching the guy's nose or something, which, if it was me, I would not be getting that close to the alien. I wouldn't be letting the alien touch me. I would be keeping my distance on the whole thing. Like the fact that the guy walked right up to it like that was, kind of unbelievable. Then the alien just kind of disappeared all on its own there. And then the ship came really, really close, right? And then at the very end, the guy got abducted, So, yeah, I'm going with AI on that one there. Or some kind of a, fake movie. It was almost like a little short movie or something like that. What do you think? What do you think about that, chat? Was that fake or what? I think it was probably faked. We're gonna go with fake on that one. Okay, let's move on to the next one here. The next one is out in the old bayou with the pick 'em up truck and the alien hanging out at the tree. So yeah, this is a pretty strange one here. Hang on. Okay, let's cut him in here. There's the alien. You can see the alien over by the tree there doing its thing there. It looks like a Halloween mask or something like that. Like, I'm gonna be a little bit suspicious of this one here being real. And it's definitely, well, if it is an alien, you can see it's got body to it. It's not just a mask there, and it's kind of moving around a bit there. Juan detects a mysterious non-human being in Mexico. So this is a Mexicali video of La Alieno, and yeah, that's about all we get to see there. Is it could be some dude with a mask, standing behind a tree or whatever. Who knows what the hell that is there? Yeah. Anyways, next. This next one is a huge UFO. And yeah, let's check this one out here. It's looking good. Look like a UFO. It does look like a UFO. If it talks like a UFO and it looks like a UFO, it must be a UFO, they say. That one there is your standard dome-topped UFO, the flying saucer type. So that one there is pretty realistic looking. Witnesses the astonishing sight of a massive UFO in this incredible footage. Could it be extraterrestrial technology or something else entirely? Watch and share your thoughts. It could be anything. Who knows what it is? Oh, we're losing numbers here. We need more people watching. Okay, if I don't have more people watching, we need people to stick around, watch the program, And yeah, watch it again. If we lose numbers and we only have like a couple people watching, then I'll have to end the stream. So you don't want that to happen, because otherwise we're going to miss some fine UFO content here tonight. This is coming to us from UFO Channel 1. UFO Channel 1. Glowing orbs flying across the sky. Look at this shit, dude. These are UFOs, right? Exactly. Let's hear what the cameraman has to say on this one here. Hang on.
Glowing orbs. There's tons of them.
Oh, he's got too much music in there. Yeah, we like our music better. Hang on. There you go. A little bit of upbeat music here. This is actually our ending flute music, the pan flute music. But we'll play it right now as we watch the orbs dance across the sky. 27th of November, 2021. This was videoed. It's the orb duo in the sky. Coming to us from UFO Channel 1. Look, Ma, no hands. Woo. Oh, and there's more. There's another one there. So there was two in the front, and then there's the third one. That is kind of strange. Doesn't look like, drones. That looks like orbs. Look, there's another one there. Just a ton of orbs flying across the sky in this video here. Kind of chasing each other or something there. Anyways, yeah, pretty strange stuff there. I don't know what to make of that. When you get those orbs and stuff like that, it's like, yeah, okay, gotcha on that one here. Here's one here. This was recorded in 2025, and it went viral on Reddit. This one here, apparently. And it's some kind of a huge structure is what it's billed out as being here. Check it out. It's we'll play it a couple of times here so you can see. It's just a very short clip, but it's a huge structure in the sky. According to reports, they're linking the footage to the 3-Eye Atlas. You think this has something to do with the firing of a rocket? You think that the rocket exhaust would look anything like that? Did you see that at the beginning there? Hang on a second here. Let me get the beginning of it there. Okay, look at that. Look at the structure of that thing. Do you think that is something coming off of a rocket? It's like way too structured. Usually, if it's an exhaust, plume or whatever off of a launch of a rocket, I don't think it would look like that. That looks like some kind of a, I don't know, tentacle type thing or something. But you never know. You never know. Might be rocket exhaust. I don't know. What do you think? Looks pretty strange to me. We'll chalk it up to it's some kind of a structure, and it's huge, and it is unknown. It's a UAP. The Nutta Channel. The Nutta Channel. Good to see you, Mr. Nutta, coming in from the UK. What do you think? What do you think? This is the Tommy Temper UFO UAP Alien Special show here tonight, and we're coming to you live from the illustrious Sylvan Lake, and this is a live camera behind me of the lake, and we're seeing once in a while different freaky objects flying behind me. If you watch closely or enough, and I'm not saying what they may or may not be. They could be UFOs, they could be UAPs, they could be a piece of dirt on the lens of my camera. You never know. You never know what this crap might be. But anyways, yeah, let's pull up the next one here. Okay, this is coming to us from the archives. This one is from the Roswell. Remember Roswell? Remember the aliens from Roswell there? Yeah, well, anyways, this here is apparently from the days of Roswell. Yeah, and this is apparently what they what they actually recovered from the Roswell incident. This is some old archive footage that we managed to dig up from you don't know where. And sorry that the alien doesn't have any clothes on there. Might get like a strike or something for actually showing this on YouTube. For showing like a naked alien. So yeah, don't go reporting my channel. Go, oh, Tommy Temper showed a naked alien on his show. He deserves a strike. No, that's not misinformation. It's not strikeable. It's you could barely see anything there. I don't know what the hell that was there, to be honest with you. But if anyone ever says, yeah, what about that business of the aliens and how they look, just look closely at what the alien looks like here. This is your typical gray alien there, right? Look, the big head and the large eyes. It's got the little nose there with the two little nostrils, the small mouth, the skinnier than hell body, like he doesn't work out like you there, Netta, on the Netta channel there. Like, we know that you work out there and you got to make sure that you're in shape for, taking on, all of the bad guys. But this guy is just some skinny 98-pound weakling alien, but with a huge head. They definitely have huge heads. So this is back from the days of the Roswell incident, I don't know. I don't know what to make of any of this stuff here, and we're just kind of, showing you what is going on here, and you take it with a bit of a grain of salt here. Let's listen to this here. This is Dylan Borland. Aliens are running the show. They are in charge, apparently. UFO whistleblower Dylan Borland told Jesse Michaels that the Intelligence Community Inspector General is extremely hinted to me that humans aren't in charge. What? Humans aren't in charge? Aliens are in charge? The former Air Force geospatial intelligence specialist and federal UAP whistleblower described the exchange during an interview. When asked if anyone in a credible government position has suggested humans are not running things, Borland replied that the ICIG did so with him personally. They extremely hinted at it. Yes, he explained that the questions people ask often reveal what they already know in a hypothetical scenario, he outlined. After discussing non-human beings, the follow-up became, who do you think is running this show? Borland noted that this occurred in the context of David Grush's urgent and credible complaint involving dozens of witnesses from legacy programs. Borland has been careful and respectful in his public statements, emphasizing that he is not making absolute declarations while stressing the need for accountability and transparency on programs operating without full congressional oversight. So let's, here's, first of all, we'll look at the little bit of video or the photo relating to this on who is running things. Who is these guys? Are these guys the guys that are running things? Like, I don't know. What the hell was that? Something going on here. Hang on. That's outside right now. Huh. Hearing some honking going on out there. Ooh, that's pretty close. Okay, let's watch this video here and find out who is actually running the show, the aliens or the humans.
Have you ever talked to anybody in a credible position in the government who seems to have hinted that humans aren't in charge?
The ICIG did it.
What did
me
they
personally.
say?
I want to respect them. But
Okay.
the ICIG did it with me. Yes.
So the Intelligence Community Inspector General told you that humans are not in charge.
They extremely hinted at it, yes.
Holy shit. That is crazy.
They hinted at it, yes.
That is insane. That's insane. And then you think of the fact that Chuck McCullough is involved in this topic and really helping out on the whistleblower side. And he was the first intelligence community inspector general.
Chuck is a beast. And I think we talked about this last night. I have nothing but respect for everybody who gives a damn about our nation and who cares to serve it. God, family, country.
Dude, that is wild that the intelligence community inspector general in this role is basically the judiciary for the intelligence committee, right?
They are, but keep in mind,
yeah,
that's the IC, not the CIA, not DOA.
Okay.
You gotta remember,
DOA.
those are separate IGs, just like the DOD IG is separate.
So what would the IC be privy to that might allow them to say with authority that humans aren't in charge of the government?
I want to be very careful and very respectful. This goes back, if you listen to the weapon. See, again, Jeremy and George and I and Matt, all of us have said things and laid groundwork for years to come because we have no idea. We could die tomorrow. So we're all trying to get this out and have a baseline and be respectful and not go crazy like I'm partying with aliens in Washington, D.C. crap. What I said in Weaponized was you can tell somebody knows something based on the questions they ask you. You respond, and the next question they ask you is very telling. So hypothetically, Jesse, let's say you ask me a question and I say, yeah, I've seen gray beings, traditional grays. If I said that to you, your next question is be like, when, where, how? Hypothetically speaking, let's say I say that and your next question is, well, where did they come from? And then I respond, well, I don't have an answer. I think they've been here a long time. And the very next statement is, well, who do you think is running the show? Hypothetically, let's say that happened.
That's wild. That is so crazy. And it's especially crazy given that, David Grush gave them all sorts of documentation from his experience on the UAP task force where he looked comprehensively
with
into
40 witnesses. Let's be clear. Dave brought 40 witnesses
who were on the program.
And Matt and I were not a part of that. Lou was not a part of that to the best of my knowledge. Stratton, Lakatsky, this whole list.
And they called his complaint urgent and credible.
They did.
And so they're calling his complaint urgent and credible. They're telling, hypothetically, they're saying, who do you think is running the show? Which is wild.
Wow. So apparently from what he knows there on that clip, humans are not running the show. The aliens are running the show. The aliens are actually in charge of the government and are telling the government what to do. Maybe that's why we have this thing of the globalism, where, think about it. Maybe the aliens are in charge of the globalists, and they're trying to get the globalists to break down all the borders and for all of humankind to just mingle and go wherever into the different countries and not be too worried about what's going on. Is it the aliens that are in charge of the governments and telling the government? It seems like there's definitely one world authority, one world order where things are coming down from one globalist source. And, hey, the politicians in all the different countries are absolutely being conned into doing the same thing. Just look at it. Look at what you see happening in the UK and in, in Europe is happening in Canada, is happening in Australia, is happening in New Zealand. It's like, things are coming from the top down, and they tried to do it in the States with the Democrats. When the Democrats were in power, they were absolutely doing the globalist stuff, but Trump got elected in the States, and he put his foot down and said, you know what, I've had enough of this climate change, open borders and the rest of this stuff that's going on in the rest of the world, net zero and all the rest of that crap. He just threw that stuff right out and said, no, we don't want to have anything to do with it. And Trump is one of the few people that, have said, that stuff is a bunch of nonsense. But the leaders of all of the other countries, such as, well, not all of the countries, but a lot of countries, like Canada, we've basically said, no, open borders and net zero and, yeah, we believe that we're all going to die because of climate change and stuff like that. and they've embraced stuff like that. Let's waste a bunch of money on doing collecting money for who knows what. What are you going to save? You're not going to save anything at the end of the day. Just going to cost taxpayers an awful lot of money. Anyways, I don't want to get into that, but where you think about it, if there is aliens are actually the ones that are telling the governments what to do, maybe the aliens are, promoting this one world order type of a thing, and the globalists is the whole globalist thing. Actually, the aliens that are telling the different countries and the politicians what to do. Interesting concept. I never really thought about that too much, but hey, if that's true, then we're in for a real shit show here. If we've got the aliens running things, and of course they don't want nuclear bombs, nuclear missiles, nuclear energy, nuclear power. Nuclear energy, they probably don't mind that. But being able to refine stuff like what Iran is trying to do to try and build a nuclear bomb. The aliens are probably against that. They don't want to see humankind, extinguishing itself. So, hey, maybe that's what they're up to. Could very well be. Who knows? This clip coming in here with regards to Bob Lazar. Bob Lazar, if you remember him, he's the one that went to what was it? I don't think it was Area 51, but it was one of those S4. That's where it was. S4 was the exact spot where Bob Lazar went, and he says that the UFO that he was involved with reverse engineering it produced a gravitational field. Bob Lazar describes the moment he says he knew the technology at S4 was not ours. It was from another planet, from another universe. He claims that a reactor generated a gravitational field that physically pushed his hands away. Then he says he walked underneath a hovering craft. Craziness, eh? And he felt no downward force at all. There was no weight transfer or conventional propulsion. According to Lazar, the craft was not fighting gravity. It was canceling gravity. So let's listen to this clip from Bob Lazar with regards to anti-gravity. Very, very interesting guy to listen to. And, a lot of what he says has a lot of credence, and it happened before its time. This was a long time ago when he, came out and said, hey, guess what? I was reverse engineering a UFO at S4 Groomland, I think it was, or Groomland. Let's listen to this clip here.
What was the first time that you realized that, wait a second, this is something very special, like there's something that we cannot duplicate?
Yeah, the first time was definitely when Barry showed me the reactor.
And can you describe how it was? What it looked like, the reactor?
It was, I don't know, a plate about 15 inches by 15 inches, maybe about an inch thick, with a hemisphere on it, half a basketball.
Yeah.
That encompassed the whole thing. But when he powered it up, it produces a gravitational field, something that we don't have any machine that can make gravity against a property of matter. But when he energized it, he said, try and touch it. And I couldn't. It pushed my hands back. So that was the first time that I realized this is technology that we don't have. That same thing occurred the time that I got to witness the craft being tested, where it was just hovering above the ground. Dennis instructed me to walk out underneath it. Now, normally, I would be squished. I would be crushed because of the weight on the craft.
Yeah, you would think that
transferring it to the ground.
Yeah, you could pass your arm underneath and nothing.
Not a thing. So it's not transferring weight. It's just canceling it out. So how do you cancel out mass?
Huh. Interesting. If you've never heard or seen Bob Lazar, do a search on Bob Lazar, Lazar, and yeah, you can find some videos about him. There's some pretty long videos with him being interviewed, you know, and by actually some pretty famous podcasters and stuff like that. So check out more on Bob Lazar. He's a very interesting fellow. Some people go, yeah, he's all fake, and you know everything that he's talking about is just made up or whatever. But I don't know. I think that there's far too much that he gets into and talks about that he must have. If it's fake and what he's talking about is untrue, he has a pretty good mind and pretty good imagination to be able to think up all of the things that he talks about. But you know, he purports to have been a contractor working at S4 on the reverse engineering of UFO technology. So that's where Bob Lazar comes from. So yeah, interesting little clip there about him talking about anti-gravity, which is exactly what it was that he was you know, working on there. This one here, a UFO exploded, left evidence no lab could explain. This is for educational purposes only. Let's watch this little clip here and see if this is an interesting one. Let me just bring it in here where we can see it in full here. Okay, here we go. Let me clip this in here. And for educational purposes only.
Did you know a UFO once left physical evidence behind, and the lab results made it harder to explain, not easier? In 1957, witnesses on a beach in Ubatuba, Brazil watched a disc-shaped craft explode over the water. Fragments rained down across the shoreline. People picked them up with their hands. Those fragments were tested by Brazilian government laboratories. The material was magnesium, but not like any magnesium on Earth. The isotopic purity was beyond anything industry could produce at the time. The science was supposed to close the case. Instead, it opened something that still has no answer. So what fell on that beach? Did you know a UFO once left physical evidence?
Ooh. Magnesium. Interesting. That's an interesting little story. Lab couldn't explain it. Well, it's pretty strange. Okay, here's another little UFO ditty here for you. Let's check this one out here. This one is some kind of a fast-moving UFO. Check it out here. I'll play it a couple of times here. It just landed. You can see it looks like a little orb there right in the middle of the shot there. But watch how fast this thing moves up and down. There, it's moving back out. Here's the beginning of it. There, it moves down. Does its little thing there. Above that, I don't know what that looks like, a basilica or a mosque or something. And then it zooms right back up again with a kind of a big flash there. So, yeah, that's kind of a strange one. That's in 2011, a UFO approached Jerusalem. Interaction between aliens and religious people progresses. So what? Was it trying to do something with the religious person? I don't know. Oh, remember with Jesus, they saw the sky, the star in the sky. Maybe that's what they actually saw. Maybe it was actually a UFO. That might be what it was. Let's see. This is a kind of a weird one here. It's a double. Actually, I won't play that one. Let me bring this one in here. This one here is a bunch of what looks like smaller UFOs coming out of a UFO. Take a look here. At the beginning here, you'll see it looks like a UFO, and then you'll see some little lights underneath it there, right? If you look close there. Here, he zooms in a little bit here. And you can see what looks like some kind of lights, like smaller orbs or something, and there's the mothership coming out of the mothership UFO, like some kind of drones or something coming out of it there that are lit up kind of bright, and they go move into that cloud there. multiple orbs exit a UFO or UAP in Portugal is where that was videoed. That's a pretty strange one there. And then the UFO finally goes behind the cloud. Let's look at that one more time here. There's the orbs, a whole bunch of them, must be about 10 of them or something, exiting that UFO and going into the cloud. Very, very strange. Very strange. Check it out. Right there. There's the orbs. Orbity orb. I don't know. Some of these are just kind of weird, you know. We're looking at them and they could be almost anything. What do you guys think? Is it real or is it fake? Railroad, hey, yeah, comes up with that short there on the UFO claims there, Bob Lazar. Yeah, well, if that's a short, it's probably not that long. But there are some videos of Bob Lazar that are quite long. I watched one a long time ago, the original interview of Bob Lazar. And it's actually a pretty good one. He actually talks an awful lot about everything that he was doing. So, yeah, interesting stuff. Here's another weird one here. A plasmoid UAP filmed at 10,000 feet in Hungary. That is pretty weird looking. That is one of the weirdest looking UFOs. Very shiny. It's almost like a diamond spinning in space here by the reflections that's coming off of it. And filmed at or videoed at 10,000 feet in Hungary. I don't know. There's nothing else on this one here other than what you see. Just a very strange UAP. Looks like a rock or something rotating in space. A shiny rock. Maybe something that's like fake gold or something, you know. That's pretty strange. I don't know what to say about that one. Herman the Tosser popping in from the UK. Hey, good to see you, Herman. We're doing a Tommy Temper UFO UAP alien after dark special here in North America. Here it's about 11:53, almost 12 midnight here. So we're getting into UFOs and stuff like that. On the show here today is what we're up to. And as you can see behind me, it is dark out here. The camera is videoing the look over Sylvan Lake out there right now. And it is quite dark out there. And yeah, once in a while you'll see something flying by the camera. So it could be a UFO or it could be a bug or who knows what it is. But there's lots of stuff flying behind me here as we speak, and we're going over different things that we're picking up here. You know, some of it is fake, obviously. Some of it is real. This one here is kind of a weird one. I know I've seen this one here before. This is a UFO over top of a volcano. And check this one out. And it looks like the UFO is beaming, has some sort of a tractor beam or something pointed at the volcano, as if it's somehow, picking up some power or something from the volcano. I don't know. UFOs, or is the UFO trying to stop a volcanic eruption? Evidence of aliens friendly to us. So is that what's going on here, where the UFO is trying to plug the volcano and prevent it from extinguishing life here on the planet Earth or something? You know, it looks to me like the UFO, like the volcano is actually doing its thing. The UFO comes around. Look, it's erupting right there, right? It's erupting, and the UFO has got that tractor beam on there, and then all of a sudden the volcano kind of stops doing its thing. So is this evidence of aliens being friendly to human beings? Interesting. I don't know, as they would say. I don't know. It might be, it might not be. But look at the eruption stops, and all there is a bit of smoke there, and looks like the eruption goes away. I don't know. I wonder what mountain that is and what's going on there. But interesting. You never know what you're going to see here when we start talking about UFOs, UAPs, and all kind of crap like that. Here's another one here. This one is happening. It looks like it might be over the ocean. And the whole thing is a drone or UFO, UAP is emerging from the ocean off of the coast of New Jersey. Let's watch this one here. Check it out. There it is, coming out of the water. Comes vertically out of the water.
Wow.
A little blurry, but
that was like unfocused. It's right. Yeah, it goes into the clouds.
That was cool.
And it
Yeah,
goes
it was.
up.
It looked like it went like through a portal or something.
And some people say that these UFOs, they actually are in the ocean. They land in the ocean. They're in the ocean. They get their propulsion underwater.
Yeah, it's rolling.
And they're that's where they come from the ocean. And you see these guys here actually saw something coming out of the ocean, flying up into the sky. Not sure what that other one is.
I'm gonna post this on
Some kind of orb
Facebook.
down below there. There it is again. Okay, look at it. Coming out of the ocean. Looks like there's something white there on the ocean where it came out. Kind of strange.
Wow, hold on. That was like unfocused. It's right. Yeah, it goes into the clouds.
That was
Strange.
cool.
Yeah, it was.
Two people talking about it.
It looked like it went like through a
Video.
portal or something.
UFO mania. Wow. What's going on there? Is it real? Is it fake? I don't know. We're not going to make a decision. We don't know. If I don't know, I'm not going to say one way or the other. Although, if I think something looks pretty fake, well, I'll probably point that out because, you know, some of this stuff is AI or whatever, AI generated. But some of it that looks like it's from, you know, years ago, you know, that stuff happened before AI even was in existence, you know. Of course, you had what was known as CGI, which was, you know, a computerized version of being able to make stuff, you know. So things like that happened back in the good old days there. Here's another one here, USO near the surface of the water. Let's check this one out here. This is kind of interesting here as to what happens. You can see the little white light in the video here, and just watch it closely here. Looks like they're seeing something under the water, like a light under the water, near the surface of the water, that they're filming it from a cruise ship. So it's some kind of an underwater UAP. I don't know if it ever does surface above the water, but they're definitely seeing something under the water. So there you go. Underwater UAP. Unidentified phenomena. Underwater phenomena. That's pretty strange. I've never seen that clip before, but that is pretty realistic. Looks like it's realistic. Yeah, I like that one. We're gonna go with realistic on that one. We'll categorize that one under yeah. I'll believe it, but thousands wouldn't. Yeah. No, I have to be more like Art Bell. Like, yeah, that was real. That really looked real. That was, holy geez, look out. You guys are going to have a hard time sleeping tonight with seeing stuff like that happening. Here's, you know, stuff like this. I don't know. I'm a little bit dubious about. You know, here's another ship one here. And then you've got, this comes up to us from TikTok. Hang on a second here. Let me just put this into thing that you can actually see here. This is it's kind of hard to see this. Hang on, let me do it again here. Here we go. Okay. So the guy's looking at this off of a ship. Looks like something coming out of the sky, some red multi-beams or something kind of coming out of some huge ship in the sky. You can see it hitting the water in that shot there, and he zooms in on it. And it's just weird. Absolutely weird. That could be like CGI or generated or something. It's just playing a weird TikTok there. Let's see. There's another clip of something similar to it here off of TikTok. Ooh, I saw something going up. It's like some kind of a tractor beam where it's pulling something up from the ocean. That's kind of weird. Let's look at that one more time here. So there's a beam going down, red beam going down, but there's white lights going up to whatever kind of a craft is up high there. So it's sucking something up from the ocean up to the actual thing there. Yeah. Okay. Thanks a lot, TikTok. We appreciate the TikTok logo there. Okay, let's move right along here. It's a little bit after 12 o'clock, daylight time in the mountain time zone here in North America. Good to see everyone in there. We've got people watching everywhere from my own home province of Alberta all the way over to the UK. And hello, everyone. Nice to see you guys watching wherever you might be watching in the world. And yeah, let's listen to this little story about UFOs from this gentleman here. Let's cut it to the beginning and listen to what he has to say.
In the course of my life, I've visited slaughterhouses and I visited animal testing laboratories and I visited feedlots and I visited countless places where animals are just treated terribly. And when you're in these environments and you look into the eyes of the animals, no matter how big or how small, of course they experience pain, they experience intense fear, but most of all, they experience confusion. They look at us and simply ask, "Why are you doing this to me?" They look at us just baffled, like, "We've done nothing wrong. Why are you hurting us?" And there's never a good answer to that. In the course of my life, I've visited slaughterhouses.
Hang on. Okay, I agree with him there, pretty much. But what that has to do with UFOs or UAPs, I have absolutely no idea. Yeah, you get into these drones and stuff like that. Now you've got, like literally hundreds of drones that you see doing these things. Oh, hang on a second here. Let me bring this into screen here. And you've got stuff like this, and I personally believe that stuff like this is probably drones that are producing stuff like this. Like, look at, like, this can absolutely be a whole mass of drones that people are spotting over the city. You see that in relation. Now you're starting to see firework displays and then drones, like hundreds of drones going up and writing stuff in the sky and whatever. This could very well be a whole bunch of drones doing something here. Looks like above a city. I don't know what city this is. Could be New York or something like that. But people are screaming and whatever. But that kind of a scene there could absolutely be done by drones. So we will just dismiss that as being not real UFOs, but more like drones. Yeah, let's see what else we have here that looks interesting. On the realm of glow or in the dark, original footage. shot with an iPhone plus night vision. Lights, objects, whatever, moving. Yeah, with night vision. That's one thing. If you have access to night vision, you can see a lot of things with night vision that you can't see with your naked eye. So this guy here is using his iPhone into his night vision and spotting, various things in the sky. Now, if it's a slow-moving dot or something, well, it could very well be a satellite, because satellites typically are, like a dot in the sky, a light in the sky that is just moving slowly across the sky. But if they're moving erratically in the sky, well, that's not a satellite. So that's how you can tell the difference between a satellite and some other type of a UAP or something like that. Now, what he's seeing there are just dots in the sky, and they're probably just satellites. And I've seen that many, many times myself, satellites or whatever. I have a camera. Actually, I have a camera. Where is it? Right here. Let me show you the camera here. And actually, I should, well, it's not really a clear night out there right now. But this little camera here is a low-light camera. It's known as a SIONYX Aurora is the model of this camera here. But Psionics makes low-light cameras, and a little camera like this is specifically for taking video, and it has a little viewfinder on the back here that you can look in. So you can look up at the sky like this, and it is an extremely sensitive low-light camera, and you can take videos of stuff in the sky. So it's kind of like a night vision camera, but this camera here looks like the camera behind me here. Like it looks black. You see white lights in the sky, or white things in the sky. It's not green, is what I'm trying to say. And it has a focus on it, and it has different levels where you can, get in there closer for more magnification on it. So yeah, it's kind of a cool camera to use for just checking out what's happening in the night. So I'm kind of into stuff like that, like we're seeing here, and I have actually done videos where with this camera, and actually done it or taken the video from this camera and then displayed it because it records on a little micro SD card, and then you have to take the SD card and then feed it into your computer, and then you can show it online. And I have actually done that in the past. And, you see stuff like satellites, and you see meteor showers and stuff like that on it. So, yeah, it's pretty cool to do stuff like that. Okay, next up is an alien video here. Let's check out the alien video. Whistleblowers are protected by changes to the National Defense Authorization Act. Pentagon UFO whistleblower David Grush admitted to the existence of aliens. There will be more leaks of confidential footage from those involved. So, I don't know where this footage came from, but this is some kind of footage of an alien, and it looks like the alien was damaged in a crashed UFO. You can see that part of his body is missing there, the lower part of it there. It looks like he only has one leg. It looks to be in quite rough condition, was injured in the UFO crash. Look at his foot there. It looks like it has like four toes, really long toes on that thing there. This is just some strange footage. I've never seen this footage before, but kind of shows you how many fingers there, like 4 fingers, maybe a thumb. I don't know. Hard to say. On that leg there, it looks like it's got 4 toes or something there. Let me just stop that there. Okay, like right there. That looks like 4 toes that I can see. I don't see the 5th toe. Looks like very, very long toes there. And it looked like pretty much the same thing on the hand. Again, could it be fake? Is it real? I don't know. Who knows? That's the first time I've seen this. It is pretty realistic looking. It's not like like somebody said, okay, AI makes something, you know, like it's all this stuff that we're looking at here has a certain amount of graininess, like it was filmed or something, and it looks to be something a little bit older. This is June 2023, so it is a little bit older, not that old. You know, you know, the camera technology was pretty good back then, just like it is now. It hasn't changed that much. But that being said, yeah, we don't know if it's correct or not, but it is interesting footage of an alien. So yeah, pretty cool stuff here. You're watching this live on the Tommy Temper Show. Thanks a lot for watching us. Let's take a look at this little ditty here. This here is some kind of a spacecraft and a helicopter interacting here. Check this out. Like, what is that? It is pretty strange. I'm going to take that music out of there. I don't know. That could be some kind of a floating air balloon or something like that. It seems to be floating in one spot. Doesn't seem to be like a UFO. It might be like more mechanical, like moving around a lot. That seems to be something just floating in the atmosphere there. So don't know what that is. Supposedly it's Los Angeles Police Department helicopter circling around whatever it is there. Inside look from the cameraman. Yeah, interesting. Not sure what that is, but some sort of an unidentified object. And there is no other information as to exactly what that was that the helicopter was actually looking at. We have the Tic Tac incident. Here's the story on the Tic Tac incident. And of course, it's the little thing that looks like a Tic Tac. And let's listen to this little story about it here. Stand by.
Do you see any source of propulsion from the flying object, including on any potential thermal scans from your aircraft?
No, there's none. There's no IR plume coming out. And Chad, who took the video, went through all the EO, which is black and white TV, and the IR modes, and there's no visual signs of propulsion. It's just sitting in space at 20,000 feet.
In your career, have you ever seen a propulsion system that creates no thermal exhaust?
No.
Can you describe how the aircraft maneuvered?
Abruptly, very determinate. It knew exactly what it was doing. It was aware of our presence, and it had acceleration rates. I mean, it went from 0 to matching our speed in no time at all.
Now, if the fastest plane on Earth was trying to do these maneuvers that you saw, would it be capable of doing that?
No, not even close.
And just to confirm, this object had no wings, correct?
No wings.
Now, was the aircraft that you were flying, was it armed?
No, it never felt threatened at all.
If the aircraft was armed, do you believe that your aircraft or any aircraft in possession of the United States could have shot the Tic Tac down?
I'd say no. Just on the performance, it would just left in a split second.
It looks like that we have a problem here that needs further investigation.
Yes.
Wow.
In your belief, is this flying Tic Tac, I mean, is it capable of being the product of any other nation on the Earth?
No, like I said earlier, I think it defies current material science and the ability to develop that much propulsion. And I know there's been some physicists that have done calculations, which is beyond anything that we have.
Well, either the United States has an adversary here in this world that we don't know, or we really have some serious investigations to do. I really appreciate you being here. Is there anything else about the November 14th, 2004 incident that you think is important for this committee to know that you haven't been asked here today?
No, it's been said it's probably the most credible UFO sighting in history based on all the sensors that were tracking it, and then for us to get visual and to go against the naysayers that it's something on the screen or whatever. I mean, there's 4 sets of human eyeballs. We're all very credible. Of the 6 of us that were involved in the thing, including the video, every one of us is going to do 20 plus years in the military in very responsible positions. So I'd say the world needs to know that.
Wow.
It's not a joke.
The Tic Tac incident. Yeah, that's a pretty well-known incident there, the Tic Tac, and a good little ditty on what the professionals know about that. The camera that I have there, well, it's an SD card. I don't know what, how many megabit that's capable of recording, but it'll record for an hour. I know that much on whatever is in there right now. And yeah, it absolutely will catch the Northern Lights, satellites up there, all kind of stuff. Just do a search, a Google search for the word Sionyx, Sionyx, and you'll see they've got various, because this is an old one. This one here is a number of years old. They probably have newer ones now that have that are even better than this one here, with probably more sensitive sensor in the camera. But check out that name brand, because they were kind of number one when I was looking for that camera that I came across that is able to actually do that. And this camera has an app, so it will Bluetooth to an app or Wi-Fi, one of the two. I forget what it is now. And you can actually watch the video on your cell phone, and manipulate the video or whatever on your cell phone with the app as it's actually recording. So you have that option as well. I know, because I had the camera sitting outside my window, and then I was watching the app inside my window. And yeah, I would put it out there tonight, but I don't think that it's clear out there tonight. You need a clear sky to be able to see some stuff with the camera. But anyways, yeah, Sionyx is the camera. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, check it out on, do a Google on it, and, or low light cameras, do a search for low light cameras and see, maybe there's other options available, at this moment in time for, a competitor type camera. But anyways, yeah, moving right along here to the next thing that is of interest, and I'm seeing lots of dupes and stuff coming up here. Here's a really interesting one here. This is jets chasing a UFO, which I've never seen this one before. Jets chasing UFOs, insane speed and maneuverability. I don't know, that I would be in a jet chasing a UFO, but we just heard how they were talking about the Tic Tac UFO, and how it was, more than what we had anything capable of doing at that moment in time when they were doing the video of it. But this here is a video of a jet apparently chasing a UFO, and you can see the jet is almost catching up to the UFO. Jets chasing UFO. I don't know where this footage comes from here, and whether or not it's reliable or not, but it's the first any kind of video that I've ever seen of any kind of jets chasing UFO. So yeah, that's interesting to see that. Looking good. Hey everyone. Well, I've had fun here tonight. Thanks a lot for the super chats that we got there tonight. Do appreciate any super chats, but I'm gonna say sayonara to you. We're down to about 25 people watching on the different platforms here right now. Thanks a lot everyone for watching and for commenting and stuff like that. Herman the Tosser, thanks a lot for tuning in here from the UK. We've got what is the storage? I'm not sure exactly what the storage is, but go to Sionyx and you'll see what kind of SD card that you need, to be able to use in the camera there. I don't know what the SD card is in there. Maybe 16 or 32 or 64 megabyte of storage, something like that is typically what you can put in those things. Maybe even more than that, 128 or something like that. But check on the manufacturer's website there, and they'll probably give you more information if you're interested in that camera. But otherwise, yeah, thanks a lot for being with us here. We do appreciate your company.
Foothills
and
of the Alberta Rocky
we will see you
Mountains,
again the next time we are live
where
on the
the
Tommy Temper
pines
Show,
stand silent
doing
under star-filled skies,
the After Dark program.
and the peaks hide secrets
See you
older
all
than
later.
time
Thanks a lot.
itself. This is Tommy Temper, After Dark. Good evening, or good morning, wherever the darkness finds you tonight across this vast, strange world of ours. We're coming to you live from a place where the veil is thin, where UFOs drift silently above the tree line, where UAPs blink in and out of radar, where the whispers of aliens, the occult, ghost, Bigfoot, cryptids, and things that should not be still walk among us. This is Tommy Temper, After Dark. And we're just getting started. Welcome, friends. Let's see what's out there.